OJ.
This podcast episode is brought to you by Ethiopia Life Herbals, where cannabis and culture combined for one-of-a-kind experience. Visit them at 10 West Kings House Road, just across from the Canadian Embassy. Also, you can follow them on Instagram at Ethiopia Life or visit their webpage at ethiopialife.com for the latest info on strains and merch. This podcast is also brought to you by
Lothian's Boutique. Follow them on Instagram at Lothian's Boutique, and you can check them out at 23 West Tradeway in Portmore. You can use my code Ari and 10 to get 10% off your next month purchase.
Well, big up Pure 24, pure natural supplements designed to enhance the body and mind. They make supplements affordable, effective, and easy to understand. You can visit their website at pure24store.com. Say that 4 times fast. Their products ship worldwide, and remember, you can use the code The Fix to get 15% off all your purchases on the site. You can just use the link in the description of every video that we post on YouTube. Remember, use the code The Fix to get 10% off all the items. Well, big up Shortcut Barber, so sharpest of cuts. Shing! Hit up Shortcut Barbers located at 9 Branchstraff Square. You don't know, say you can follow the boy Steve right there. Last but not least, so I big up our Patreon them, especially the Fix National them, DB, Tamagood, Richard, Vaughn, and Zach E. If you want exclusive access to content from us, bonus content, first access to content before them drop on our YouTube channel, you can do so and support us at patreon.com/thefixja. Speaking of abuse, that one I did fall across the timeline in the week, in the midst of all the other banger and been a going Khago, a female wife.
Me bumbo. Hey, yeah, this me care about.
Care or don't care.
I care
let me
about
talk
this.
about it.
Come here, say,
Khago
what
wife
you
drops
talk
assault charges. Then after that, Khago admits to hitting her with a dumbbell. Now apparently he was arrested and charged on September 19th. Apparently this whole issue or this whole conflict started over the disciplining of their child.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she never liked how he was disciplining the child.
Mm-hmm.
Fight ensued.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbbell get pick up. She get liquid. Charge was made. Charge get dropped. And then he went on to admit on an Instagram live or some video that say, yo, he wanted to make it known, say, yo, she did not beat me up. Right? The only reason why she was able to overpower me is because I was sick. Mostly with COVID. And I was weak.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only reason why she was able to overpower me and win. Therefore, I had to pick up the dumbbell and hit her with it. What are your thoughts, Ari?
I think this is wrong on so many levels. First of all, I don't like how Khago was. I mean, I hate to bring up Tyra Banks here, but I was rooting for Khago and his wife.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
I think that we've said it to Khago that his wife is truly, an asset to him, and to have him fuck it all up, or would probably fuck it all up, because it looked like they're reconciling. But the thought of fucking it up is just like laughable at this point. Like, really, dog?
Can I tell you something, Mar?
What?
I knew he would fuck it. It
look like it's going to be on the fritz. Like, look like they're gonna reconcile. It doesn't seem irreconcilable.
And as I said before, Ari, is like, you know, for start a man and woman business, it's like this become public, and then people go admit.
I think that's the thing that
after she dropped the charge to them. Only because of your male ego. Because you never want the people them think say she beat you up. Like, brother.
I think that's the thing that's more disappointing too, because I'm like, Khago, really? First of all, you never had to say anything. Like, even if it went to court and then the case dropped, like, that could have been it. It would have been a blip in the press, because nobody even would know about it. Like, I didn't even know about it. I'm like, wait, what? When this happened? But I never like his response. Like his response was just like, yeah, I did it, so what? And yeah, me do it, and it's like, oh, he'll do it again, and don't beat me when me sick. And him like, oh, I'll food my fight for. So I'm just like, Khago, no, that's not how you do it. That's not how you respond to things. Like that, especially in a domestic assault case with your wife. Like,
You know,
that's not how you do things. You know?
I know where you that sort of enigmatic figure, but John, oh, brother.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you know, I have to, feel like go back to the wrestling terms, you know. It make a face turn, you know. It's, I mean, he was a heel for quite some time. And then now it make a face turn, which I feel it culminated with our sit down with the two of them, where people get to see how them relate, and isn't it, people feel genuinely happy for him. It's like,
And
oh, people
root for him.
we're all rooting for you, Khago. We're all rooting for you. And it's like everybody could have said, yo, you have a good thing, yes, so she's probably the best thing in her life.
Right.
And everybody just say, yo, don't fuck this up, including me. Me say to him face, brother, don't fuck this up. Because she's too good for you. All right, go on. Everybody can see that. Him probably all fucking see that. And then this, you know. It's disheartening for hear, yo.
And it's just like, bro, like, your response wasn't even apologetic.
Nah.
Your response wasn't even like accountable. And say, Jano, I had a weak moment, and you know there was, and you know things got out of hand, and I take full accountability.
The only thing I say, I was weak by COVID. That's why she did able to overpower me.
And but she not give this out nice husband, yeah. And it's just like, Khago,
brother,
you're killing me, bro. You're killing
brother.
me. You're killing me. And then you know to say a dumbbell. I think he's a dumb. Him said doorbell, but a doorbell him say.
Is that dumb? Did he say a doorbell in the live? Oh God.
Hold on, wait.
It's coming like Jazzy when I talk on live when I say attacked him.
wait, hold on. See, wait.
Yeah, according to the Star, it was reported just to clean up that whole story there. Francine did object to the manner in which Khago did a beat their son.
Oh, dumbbell.
And then he turned on her and used a dumbbell to hit her in the forehead, causing a wound.
Yeah. I mean, and whether it's like a 2 pound, 5 pound, like it's a very hard metal object, you know. So and depending on the force in which him hit her, you know, may leave a scar. So I mean, this ain't good. This is not good on any account. And I really hope that if they're going to work, if they're going to stay together, they can probably seek some counseling. And I guess Khago really need to learn domestic dispute. And 2, him need to get better at like being accountable. And, you know, because we were on your side. Like we kind of, well, not even on your side, but we kind of understood where you were coming from with your musical, financial, career wars. Like you get it, you know, like we understand the kind of person you are. But with this, I mean, I'm not saying you need for like drink Francine bath water. I'm not going so far, but I just think that you probably need to learn to be wiser to the fact that you have a good woman, and you need to be a little bit more accountable and responsible and more apologetic in how you go about this. So
I don't really know what happened, and I don't really want to lay all the blame on Khago, because I don't know how that's the thing. That's why them say for just leave them situation. I don't know how them deal with disputes in general, because maybe she did probably approach him in a manner that wasn't correct either. Maybe she could have fixed up some things there. But the fact of the matter is, say, yo, you as a man shouldn't have fighting a woman. It should never be out there say, yo, yeah, put hands on a woman. I think the thing is,
I'm going off based on what he said. Because from what he posted, it didn't seem apologetic. Knowing that, well, he really messed up, and that he because ultimately, whether how she approached him, yes or no, because I mean, it's the heat of the battle or whatever, or the heat of the moment, you know, nobody, you know, of course we're supposed to be held accountable for what we're saying, the heat of the moment, but still, things are emotional, things are high intensity, passion, saying I really think about what you say and do. But if it's a case where she never put her hand on his on him first, you know, there was no need for you to respond violently to it, to the situation, one, ultimately. And I think two, even if it did come to blow, even if it did come to blow, your response on social media was poor.
Very.
Be accountable, be apologetic, and just like said, this is a private matter, and you know, please don't get into. But I'll food my fight. Like,
my brother.
Nah, bro.
No fighting. If there was a fight and she actually overpower you, don't admit to it. Say, yo, there was no fight. Nothing happened. In a little dispute. Don't admit to this shit and then try to come up with excuses why you lose the fight.
And then another thing too about that, Francine left you this a nice husband. I'm like,
bro,
read the room, Khago.
Bro,
read the room. Can't lock up this a nice husband. Yeah. She's just trying to give me a scare tactics because she never knows said that level of badness there in a me.
Brother, like, oh, you talk about your badness with your wife, brother. Are your wife, brother.
Jesus.
Brother. I knew he would fuck this up.
Read the room, Khago.
I just knew it.
Read the room.
Anyways, healing energy.
Francine, I'm on your side.
We were sending healing energy to the two of them.
I joke. I'm not
on
anyone's
can see
side.
how good she was for him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Clearly, he's a youth. Him was them little cross all about. I could have said she was a very positive influence in her life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I was upset. All of that sorted out.
Yeah.
And yeah, healing.
As I said, as you rightly say now, we don't know what happened.
We don't know.
But Khago's response is really why I'm angry, because that should not have been his response.
Why?
Ultimately.
In the streets, now nothing fit. I'm in Jaja in the studio, I bleach, now nowhere to sleep. Can we burn them out? We are gonna do it, gonna fuck up a scheme.
Don't stop it, make it run. Never see them when we did a struggle work side. Do me life alright. One judgment life. We things to work hard for them. Never hang out with cheese like ornament. I know we as people, me no want see them.